down. In the reserves and under-18s, it was Seaford Football Club who won both of those games, so congratulations to Seaford. They live another day in the final series as we welcome for the first time this afternoon Michael Voss. Top of the afternoon, Vossy.
Afternoon, Tony. It looked like it was going to be extra time there. Seaford kicked a goal with 50 seconds to go into reserves to actually break the deadlock.
They did, and also just making his pre-debut for night for 2015, Pete Marshall.
Good afternoon, Tony. It's been a long time since I've sat next to you at the football.
It is. It isn't a long time. Well, I had to invite you because you wouldn't actually give up the spot here.
It was a standoff.
Yes, it was.
Good luck, good call. We're two very even sides here, expecting a really good game, and let's help the umpires just let the game go.
I'm sure they will. The umpiring
intervention.
Yesterday's umpiring was sensational, Pete. Just to
thanks, Doug.
It was really, really good as the siren goes to start the elimination final between the Pines Football Club and Edithvale Aspendale. Tapped out there by Paul Lewis. There's Matty Clark. Expect to get him getting a fair few possessions this afternoon. He gave it off to Maschiari, who kicks the ball inside towards the 50-metre line. Great mark there by Hinkley. Went back with the flow of the ball and took it on the defensive 50. Kicking towards the bay end in this quarter is Pines, and the breeze blowing an absolute gale at the moment down to the Car Street end. Lost it again. So the ball's at half forward, and the umpire will bring the ball back into play. Half forward for the Dales. Paul Lewis over the back. He got the tap. Ball comes down to the wing position. Picked up nicely. Just trying to work the ball out. That was Adam Moling who got the ball. The umpire has found a free kick. It's going Edithvale Aspendale's way. And it'll go down there to Matty Clark. No, he's giving it off now. So the free kick's going there to Stephen Miller. He played on to Clark immediately. He kicked the ball inside 50. Good mark. No, almost paid. They've got the numbers here. Timmy Mannix goes backwards. Finds Maverick. He goes back as well there to Clark. Clark sends the ball long into deep forward. And there's Brett Tagg, I reckon. Brett Tagg's taking the mark in the right forward pocket, kicking towards the Car Street end in this quarter.
Matty Clark, 3 touches in the first minute of the game.
He's electric player. It's not, of course. It's Mick Meehan who's taken the mark in the right forward pocket. A goal kicker this season, and he'll have a shot for goal. Left goal post, Pete Marshall.
Yeah, strong balls, Toe. I think it's worth probably 3, maybe even 4 goals. It's very strong as he comes in.
And did exactly what we said that he should. He kicked it to the left goal post, snuck it through for a goal. So 1 minute 48 seconds into the opening term in this elimination final, and Edithvale Aspendale get away to a flyer. 1 straight, 6 points. Pines yet to score.
Okay, ball back to the middle, and very breezy day. We'll have updates, by the way, from the game throughout the afternoon between Sorrento and Blackers boys in Red Hill in the first semi-final, which is played at Tide. That game should be underway as well. But 1 straight, Edithvale, Pines yet to score. As Lewis once again wins in the ruck, ball comes down. A chance for Pines. They go towards half forward with a clearing kick, but not to be. It's picked up on this occasion there by Target was. He runs to half forward. He goes long towards the top of the goal square, but it's a bad kick. Let himself down a little bit. Mark has been taken in defence there for Pines. They go towards the far side of the ground. Right back pocket is the ball. Edithvale with the only score so far, 1 straight, and Pines yet to score as the ball goes down towards the new pavilion, and doesn't it look good, and it will look good once everything's signed off out there. Ball picked up on this occasion there for the Pines, and a hand pass, not going anywhere now. The umpire's going to call for a ball up. The hand pass originally came from Tej. I thought they might have been away, but Edithvale did well to lock them up. Edithvale lead by 6 points.
So the ball gets tapped down again. There's O'Hanlon. Expect him to get a fair bit of the footy this afternoon. The ball's on the outer wing position here at the Car Street Oval. And as Michael Voss pointed out, the new pavilion, which opens officially, I think, on the 17th of September, which is Nepean Division Grand Final Day. We're not allowed up there, but...
I saw Edithvale back door there.
Yeah, exactly right. They're up there. So we're not happy about that at all. We'll have to have a chat to Frankston through the week and see if we can get something. As Matt Clark, he gets driven into the ground. The umpire said that Pete Marshall there, it was in the back every day of the week from my eyes, but it's Tej who's got the footy on the outer wing position. Wants to go short, does so now, finds Potts wearing the long sleeves this afternoon. That's Luke, of course. His brother wearing number 2. Started on the field as well as Potts goes up towards half forward. Adwoods, he got to push in the back. Umpire said nothing there. There's a free kick and it's going Edithvale's way.
So Edithvale will clear from left half back. New pavilion side of the ground, a high kick by Mullins it was, down towards centre wing. Players just fall over. The umpire's going to call for it. No, he's going to call play on. Ball pops out. The umpire letting play go on once again. Ball comes over the top man it was. Pines have got to do some defending. They do on that occasion through the agency of Potts. They've got the ball down, a quick kick out towards the far side of the ground. Here's an opportunity for them if they can hold their feet. And the player on that occasion was Taylor Strawn it was. And he put his mate under pressure. Free kick, advantage paid, is it? Matty Clark towards full forward. Is it hard
Back to Potts, hold off the ball, got rid of disposed of the ball and then got held.
What's the situation, Pete, with the 50-metre penalty? Because Matt Clark played on then and he didn't stop for the play. But
I think it was probably clear to which way it was going, so he's giving the benefit of the doubt there. I think common sense umpiring.
Okay, so it's picked up down there, and that is Sean White. Had a terrific year. Little chip pass was nice there to Kaganovich. He's got the ball in the centre of the ground here at Carr Street. Goes out wide looking for Ash. Sets himself. Oh, he was robbed of the footy there from his teammate. Probably should have let him go for the second grab. Timmy Mannix into the side. Geez, they've managed him well this year, I reckon Yatesy has.
Yeah, look, he's been a terrific player, and I think he's not quite 30, but he's got a body of a 50-year-old, Terry.
What a final series he had in 2013. Can he do the same this year for Edithvale? Quick kick towards full forward. First chance really for the Pines. Edwards has got it. What can he do? Not much there. He was ridden into the ground. The umpire said that's fine. That's over the line for a boundary throw-in. So Aaron Edwards, his first opportunity for the afternoon. And what a shootout it's going to be when you think of Edwards and Hendry, and you think of Mann, and you think of Garth up in the other forward line, and without Kremer there, unfortunately for Edithvale. Still a chance. McLean Wilson on the right foot, a snap, bounces away. It looked good off the boot, and then it just took a horrible bounce towards the left, and the ball goes over the line.
I'll tell you what, who's had a terrific season too for Edithvale Aspendale. Always plays on the big players, Pete, and that's Mullins. That's the big jobs.
I think if he was 2 or 3 inches taller, he would be a prospective AFL draftee.
Ball comes down. It was Guy Hendry who did the ruck work on that occasion. There's a player out the back who's...
Lucky Potts.
Yeah, he's just holding the old Jats, I reckon. I reckon he might have copped one in the lower mid-drift, correct. Third man up was Strawn, was terrific. Clark's in there. Guy Hendry's in there as well. We're about 10 metres out from the Pythons' goal, kicking to the Bay End in this opening quarter. And as we pointed out earlier as well, the breeze certainly... Well, it's not breeze, it's wind. The wind is blowing towards the Carr Street end, in which the Dales are kicking to in this quarter, so they just tack it off the ground. Put his head over the footy there was Timmy Maverick. It wasn't, in fact, it was Geordie Derbyshire, and the umpire will come in and bounce. So Edithvale Aspendale were able to work the ball about 20 metres further towards their goal, but still inside attacking 50 for the Pythons as the ball goes up. Plenty of numbers around the footy. There's a free kick for a throw. Good, well picked up there by the umpire, and the free kick's going to go down there towards Harley Parker. He'll take a good kick from here. He's kicking straight into the wind, and he'll set sail from about 40 metres.
Garone at that far goal post as well, looking at his right goal post, I reckon, just looking at the way the seconds went about it. So Harley Parker for Pines' first score. Edithvale 1 straight, Pines yet to score currently. He'll kick with the left foot. He has the shot. It's a high kick. It just floats away. That's a tremendous wind out there, and the ball goes through for a behind. He kicked it where I suggested, but that wind is getting probably a little bit stronger. Pines 1 behind. Edithvale 1 straight 6. Early stages elimination final. Winner to play Mornington here next Sunday. So kick comes out towards centre half back. Good defence there by Hendry. It was getting the ball down. A quick kick there for Edithvale towards the centre of the ground. Mark will be taken, or it should have been on that occasion, by Darcy Walk. Ball fell free, and the umpire's given a throwing decision, and the free kick will go to Luke Potts, who seems to have recovered from his hit in the orchestras.
So he kicks the ball out wide towards the half-forward line for the Pythons. They got some numbers inside. Nice work there. That was Caleb Gray. Oh, terrific mark over the back, Guy Hendry. He had no right to mark that. He was 4 deep. He plucked it from the top, and he'll have a shot for goal. So good work there from Caleb Gray. He's ex-Crib Point at the Frankston Dolphins, and now, of course, playing for the Pythons this afternoon. Saw him play against Chelsea earlier in this year when we called that game. So an important kick here for Guy. It'll be 1 against the Tide. The Pythons, he'll start the ball right. He shouldn't have. He started at left and it just drifted even further. It's gone out of bounds on the full. So I didn't allow for the wind at all on that occasion. The ball goes over the line out of bounds in the full. Left forward pocket, member side of the ground. Brad Tag will take the free kick.
I've seen the good and the bad of Guy Hendry with his kicking this year, and if it's the good, Pines will win today. If it's the bad, well, they might struggle.
So Tag ready to bring the ball back into play. It does so now. Kicks it up towards the members' wing. Back fly, Paul Lewis just too tall. Gives a handball off to Mariner straight away. Another little one out there towards Cal. He goes inside 50, needs a fly. Back flew, down to the floor. The ball there was Potts. He's got Edwards there if he wants him. He went for him. Edwards missed on the first opportunity, but kicked up the second one. Handball came out there from Holdcroft. He'll get a job this afternoon. Tag, he gets the footy. Goes out to Darcy Walk. Geez, he's got a nice turn of speed as he kicks the ball up towards half forward. Terrible kick. Straight down the throat there of Bo Hendry.
Bo Hendry out towards his teammate there on that occasion in Mariner. Left foot kick out towards the broadcast wing. Mark taken on that occasion by Waterstone it was. He goes in towards the centre. And the mark is taken by Luke Potts.
Busy, isn't he, Potts? Gee, I think he's come 5 or 6 possessions already.
Early touches, I was about to say, yeah. And sort of short pass to Edwards, who is on centre wing. He's about 3 kicks out from goal. Kicking against the teeth of the wind, so he goes backwards just to set things up. Mark's taken. No one behind the ball at the moment, so Pines defence just trying to hold on against this wind in the first quarter. Short pass, Mark taken by Sean White. Out on the left half back flank, which is the broadcast side. He goes towards the non-broadcast side, out towards the right half back flank, and the mark has been taken. And they can play on through the agency there. I think it was Pizzy who went out towards his teammate there in Holdcroft, who takes the mark defensive side of centre wing. Goes in short. They're just possession of the ball at the moment is the name of the game for them. Ash has got it, defensive side of centre. He heard the call. He almost hand passed it there to Jared Garth, which would have been interesting. Goes in short. Not a good kick, and Edithvale will clear that from half back.
It is Toddy Woodbridge, not the tennis player who's come back to decide whether he wanted to play footy, but Toddy Woodbridge, the premiership player, kicks the ball long. Great use of the body there from Bo Hendry. Took the mark, the skipper. Goes into the centre of the ground, finds Luke Potts. He wheels around onto the right, comes out wide looking for Tej. He's got a couple to beat. Almost took a ripper mark. And Edwards just flew in there. Gave the handball off to Tej. Tej at half forward. Set sail of the square. Guy Hendry under it. Couldn't take the mark. Holcroft at the fall of the ball. Good attack on the footy there from Brody Lawford. Killed the contest and knocked it through for a minor score.
Play down for Edithvale here. I think he'll suggest that I think
looks like a knee too, Pete.
Mullins, I think he's done his knee. They'll probably have to stop the game here. I think he's going to need a stretcher. 2
behinds the Pythons. Edithvale Aspendale 6 points, 1 goal straight. 12 minutes gone. Touched off the boot. So Woodbridge, and it wasn't Woodbridge. In fact, it was Mickey Mann. Is it? No. Jason Campbell was the one who kicked it in. He kicked it straight into the man of the mark. So
stop the game here. They don't have a stretcher for this lad. It's what a disappointing.
They can't afford to lose this bloke over Mark Mullins. He's their best defender.
You don't like to see anybody go down, but he's landed Auckley in that marking contest, Toey, just in front of us. And
so he just landed on the leg, did he?
Yeah. His hip extended it, and it's just one of those typical, I hate to say it, ACL injuries, and we're not experts here, but it doesn't look good. He put his hand up straight away, and both teams will come into a huddle now. We've been playing 12 and just over 12 and a half minutes. There's going to be delay in play here, fellas.
Yeah, there is. We might go to a break, and then we'll be back when the stretcher is on its way out, as Pete Marshall said. Director of Umpiring with the SUA. He's got the dulcet tones, there's no doubt about it. It's great to have him part of the broadcast this afternoon. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
More and more people with a taste for quality are shopping at Eliza Meats. Kevin and his lean team pride themselves on the finest cuts, from juicy steaks and roasts to high-grade mince and sausages. And Eliza Meats are the gourmet specialists. Inquire about Eliza Meats Spitfire for 9787-4473 for a mouth-watering meal fit for a king. It's all at Eliza Meats. See our sponsor Kevin.
Who was the player injured? He's come off the ground with a knee. So he had the job on Guy Hendry, so a reshuffle is going to happen there. He is their best defender. Pete Marshall and I are both talking about him just before he got injured. So not good there. Brad Tagg's got the ball. Left back pocket for the Eagles. Standing the mark there is Gene Bazine. Just love his name. I'd love to call it a lot this afternoon as the ball comes out towards half back. Good play there by Clark. Gave the ball off to Woodbridge. Love a player who bounces with the left hand and kicks with the right. Paul Lewis, the oldest bloke on the footy field. He laid the tackle. Holcroft comes in, and she's going to be right up there on the outside of the ground. Bo Hendry came in throwing his weight around as well. A couple of little blokes doing the ruck work. Good play there by Maverick. Oh, there's a bit out of you two going. Potts went in hard. So the tempo's just lifted since Mullins come off the ground. The ball's at centre half forward for the Dales, and the umpire will come in and say holding the ball against Edithvale Aspendale. Potts has got the footy again.
The interesting thing with Mullins coming off is they didn't use the stretcher in the end.
No, he decided to walk off, didn't he, as Mariner gets the footy. Adam Murray kicks the ball towards Edwards, needed to run with the fly to the goal. Ball did so and did it nicely. Plays on immediately on the wing position. Goes inside, lovely. It went there to Strawn. Strawn gave it over the top there to Edwards. Right, left, got one in the back, did he? Yes.
100%.
Absolutely 100%, Pete Marshall. That was a free kick every day of the week as Edwards has got the ball at half forward.
Two kicks out from goal, Aaron Edwards. He sets it up towards the left forward pocket. They need a marker. They've got the numbers down there, actually. So hand pass over the top, the good defence there by Edithvale just to stop the danger, and the ball was over the line. We're 17 minutes into the first quarter. It's going to be a extra long quarter, about a 3-minute delay. Edithvale 1-6 with the win. Pines 3 behind. Pines forward pocket, Nepean Highway, or Bow into the ground about 30 metres out from their goal. Hand pass over the top there from Parker, but Edithvale will clear, and they do through the agency to overhand. And what a kick it is with distance out towards the half back line. It's picked up there by Ash for Pines. He goes in short. They've got the numbers once again. Now they chip inside. A little bit too hard there, and the mark was taken there for Edithvale, and they can clear out towards centre wing. Ball knocked away by Pizzy from Garth, and the ball goes over the line. And over the line for a boundary throw-in. So it's Edithvale by 3 points here in the elimination final. And we'll have updates from the Sorrento and Red Hill Nepean first semi-final, which is played at Tyab this afternoon. Ball comes back into play. And the ball comes out. A quick chance here for Edithvale. They go with a high kick towards half forward. 2 on 1 in favour of Pines. The two should win out, and they do. Quick kick out towards the half back line. Well, they've got to talk. They've got to talk. They've got to talk. He's in trouble, mate. Just got the hand pass away. Now picked up for Pines and a high kick down towards Edwards on centre wing. He's got to go, and he did well there, Aaron Edwards. He's been paid to mark right below us. Edwards in short, and the mark has been taken 60 metres out from goal by Sean White. He has a long kick, but he'll have to be especially long against this wind. That was a terrible kick. Mark taken for Edithvale, and they will clear from between full-back and centre-half back.
Spread tag again, inside defensive 50, goes straight up the middle. He's looking there for Garth, who comes over the back, couldn't take the mark. Good play it was there. Mariner, little left foot chip, and now he is Billy again. Billy Jean Bazine. We've nicknamed him. Not sure he'll like it too much, but that's what he's got this afternoon. His kick inside was terrible, straight down the throat there of Brodie Lawford. Plays on immediately, goes to the outer side of the ground. O'Hanlon's got it. Defensive 50, goes up towards Timmy Mannix. Little bit too much heat on that kick. Goes over the top. It was 1-on-1. Attacked the footy hard. There was Pizzy. Goes along the boundary line. He wants the boundary line. What the umpire say? Throw it back in. Thanks very much.
So the only other nickname you can give him is Mean.
Yes, Mean. Jean Bazine, sounds like a wrestling term. So the umpire on the outer side of the ground. So whilst there's a brain stressed up there in the rooms, there's Graham Yates looking very casual, just standing in the box on the outer side of the ground, looking extremely casual indeed as the ball hits the deck. Little handball out, goes out there towards Timmy Mannix, inside, lovely kick, finds Garth, gets onto that favoured left foot, draws the ball inside. Shocking attempt at mark. You heard Mark Mullins. It comes down there towards Derbyshire, runs into open goal. Too easy. It came from mistakes from the Pythons. And the Eagles made them pay, kicked their second goal for the afternoon. 2 straight 12, Pines 3 behind. You're listening to RWP, the voice of Peninsula football.
It might be winter and the golf might slow down, but we have plenty of activity to keep you busy at the Flinders Golf Club. The first Tuesday of every month is roast night. 2 courses for just $25 per person. The third Thursday is always our seafood night, a fine dining experience at the highest level. We also run our Friday night bistro nights during the month, but check the website or Facebook page for dates. There's fitness classes every Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock as well. The Flinders Golf Club, so much more than golf. And no steak knives. The Flinders Golf Club, a station sponsor.
Back Back in the centre of the ground again. Great play there by Potts. Jeez, he's dominating, hasn't he? Gives the ball out in front of Guy Hendry, who Docker diving mark. Plays on Edwards. Right foot snap, a little bit too much hook on it. 3 for a minor score, but the build-up was sensational there from the Pythons. 4 behinds, Edithvale Aspendale, 2 straight 12. Kicking with the breeze in the opening quarter, of course, towards the Car Street end. Inside 50s, Pete Marshall.
Inside 50s, Edithvale have gone in 3 times for 2 goals, and Pines have been in 6 times.
So the ball's back at half forward. There's Sean White, snaps the ball around the corner. Parker, he's got plenty of time. Can he keep the ball in? No, he couldn't. He had a heap of time, and Brett O'Hanlon just, no, it's Brad Tagg. Just let him know all about it as well. Perceived pressure as the ball's in the left forward pocket. Comes back into play. So some holding on going on in there. To be Sean White, right foot snap. This is going to bend beautifully. Kicks the goal, Sean White. Kicks the goal. Pythons are on the board. 1 goal, 4 behinds, 10 points. Edithvale 2 straight, 12. And Sean White, dangerous around goals, Pete.
Oh, look, he's a classy player. I don't know how many kgs he dropped over the summer, but he's got himself really fit. Played in the interleague team. If he keeps his focus on the ball, doesn't get distracted, a really damaging player, Toey.
And more than held his own in the Adelaide too, Pete.
I likes the open spaces, and Pines play on a pretty big ground. This suits them, and Luke Potts very influential already in the game, Toey.
So back in the centre of the ground again. There's Strawn. He got the tap out. Potts versus Clark. Neither of them took it. It was Muschiali, in fact. Stacks on the middle. The umpire will come in and bounce. True centre position here. We've played 22.5 minutes. We reckon there's probably we lost about 3 or 4 minutes with Mullins going off the ground as Trent Potts gets a handball out. Only as far as Woodbridge. Right foot kick around the corner. It's a little bit too much on it. And the wind just sucks it over the line and out of bounds on the full. Half back for the Pythons.
Caleb Gray will be the man to take the free kick. Goes inward towards the centre of the ground. The mark has been taken. It's been taken there by Waterstone. He goes backwards, back inside the Edithvale defensive 50. Mark taken there by Jeremy Daniel. He's in trouble. Had to get the quick kick away. Chance for Edithvale at 50. A high kick by Darcy Walker. It needs a good bounce. It needs a good bounce. It's right on the line. Has it gone through? It has gone through. Well done, Darcy Walker. Great pressure there by Edithvale, which resulted in a turnover and a goal. To them, they are up to 3 goals straight. 18, and Pines are 1 goal for 10.
Paddy Swan won't be happy with that at all, as the last 2 goals have come for Edithvale Aspendale on the back of mistakes. A drop mark and then a play on when really shouldn't have played on, Pete.
Played on, got caught. And interesting setup. Edithvale, they're playing with a strong breeze, as we mentioned, but playing a very open forward line and just allowing their forwards to run onto it, setting up very high.
So we're back in the centre of the ground again. Paul Lewis is in the middle now. James Watterson, he's come into the side for Edithvale Aspendale. He got the tap, it was nice too. Ball comes down from Mannix to Clark. Clark with a sweeping handball. Muschiali, right foot kick, inside 50. The Eagles into attack again. Standing under it there was Pizzi, and he took the mark. So he's got the mark inside defensive 50. Gives it out there towards Mariner. A lovely left foot kick comes out there towards Edwards. He's going to have to go. The ball didn't sit for either of them. Goes towards the boundary line. Hellrun didn't have the ball. Yes, he has. Yes. Edwards. And good tackle there came from Timmy Maverick, who's missed a lot of footy himself this year through injury. Has had no continuity in his game at all.
Mannix with the ball, tries to charge through, gets it off Maverick. A high kick, but it'll go out of bounds on the full and just about out of the ground there. That's how wide it was. Edithvale 3 straight 18, Pines 1-4-10, 25 minutes into the first quarter. Edithvale with a few minutes of wind assisted time to come. Pines have done well just to hold them at the moment, and Pines probably, well, they've had more scoring shots, so it could easily be in front, I suppose, if you look at it that way. Pezzi out towards the back pocket. They're in trouble here. Garth, he's got the go. He goes with the ball towards 4-4. It bounces just off target. Gee, that was an opportunity for Jared Garth. Pines a huge let-off. 3-1-19. Edithvale 1-4-10. There's a fight going on at half forward for Pines. And Paul Lewis is involved there and letting his feelings be known as his Guy Hendry. Now it's all of a sudden it stops. But Edithvale with the 8-point advantage at the moment as the ball comes back into play. 9-point advantage in actual fact.
So Pizzi's got the ball now. Back pocket, kicks it out there towards Edwards. So lovely use of the body there. Just got rid of Craig Ray, who's got the job on him this afternoon. just holding up play at the moment as he kicks the ball up there towards the Brian May stand. Henry, he was well held on to. Good play there by Guganovic. He attacked the footy hard. Well run there by Henry. He tapped the ball forward. The attack on the footy there from Brody Lawford was equally as impressive. Eagles defence working tight down there. And the ball holds in. Luke Holcroft is making life very, very difficult down there for Todd Woodbridge. He's knocked him on his haunches a couple of times. Behind the play, and it's actually an interesting matchup, Holcroft versus Woodbridge. Paddy Swain obviously sees Woodbridge as a run and carrier, and they don't want the footy in his hands too often, so Holcroft, who's had a lot of the big jobs this season, has gone to him. The ball's at half forward for the Pythons. They trail by 9 points, 3-1 to 1-4. Paul Lewis got the tap. Harley Parker tried to run through. Ball comes out there towards Guganovic. He's got a couple to beat. Maverick was one of them. Guy Hendry come charging through. Good work by Angus Maguire. But the umpire will come in and bounce. Inside Pines 50-metre line. Guy Hendry throwing his weight around down there.
So Pines with a scoring opportunity. Lewis, a tap down. He was looking there for Guganovic, but it bounced away from him. Quick snap towards full forward. Is that a mark?
Terrific, mate.
There is a mark there on the right forward pocket. They're looking to play him because it's going to be a tight angle.
Ted just taking it. He's gifted this bloke.
Oh, terrific mark, wasn't it? The ball swirling around, and he's on a tight angle, Terry.
Back in from here. He's right up against the boundary line in the forward pocket, kicking towards the bay end. So he's got the banana. Harold goes with the right foot. I reckon he's dobbed it. He has. If anyone was going to kick that goal, it was going to be Dale Tudge. They kicked their second against the Tide. 2-4-16. Edithvale 3-1-19. That is on the Rye Hotel scoreboard.
Very strong too, Dale Tudge, and they're doing really well against the windy Pines.
Oh, look, playing really good football. Great work by the young bloke there, coloured grey. Got the ball up there and just set it up there, and great skills by Teji. And look, you can't not kick goals against it, but it is difficult. But I've got to say, Pines 2 against it to Edithvale 3. Paddy Swain be very happy at this stage.
Especially with the entries too. People have more, haven't they?
2 of Edithvale's goals have just come from Pines' mistakes, so he'd have to be very happy at this stage.
Paul Lewis won the tap in the ruck. He's a big push in the back there. Umpires are all over it this afternoon. As I said, it's been terrific umpiring, and it's not because the director's standing right beside me. Super impressed I was with yesterday's performances by the 3 umpires as the ball goes towards half forward. Tej got his name written all over that one, couldn't take it. Great second effort and tackle there with Lockie Foley. Brings in the ground, and the umpire will come in and bounce. Member side of the ground. And is it the member side or is it the Brian May? That's usually the member side, isn't it? This is the Brian May side, and maybe I'm calling it the member side because this is where we're sitting. We're underneath the Brian May stand. The ball goes back. Good work there by Meehan. There's the dangerous Woodbridge again running towards the footy. Handball comes out towards Meehan. He attacked it hard. Henry, he went without it. Comes out to Pizzy. Handball backwards. They're under pressure down there. Another handball wasn't great. Went there towards Derbyshire. He dived to the ground. The umpire will come in and bounce out. Mailing was put under enormous pressure every time the ball come near him. And there'll be a throw up.
29 minutes gone.
Ball comes down. There he is, Sean White. Just dodges, weaves, comes down to Muschiari. He got his little handball to it. Bo Hendry's in there. Clark, you like him in this situation. Bo, he'll be looking for the boundary line. More than happy he was to see that over the line and out of bounds. Just inside the 50-metre line, outer side of the ground here at Frankston Park.
Boundary throwing. Edithvale need just a late goal before quarter time. They're in front, but have had the win in this first quarter. Pines defence holding up well. A smothered kick. Here's an opportunity. Man, right foot snap, goal.
Came off the hands of Jordan Derbyshire. Really nice work though, Edithvale team. We're just coming up to the 30-minute mark, and Terry, they needed that goal.
Yeah, they did. They need to go in a couple of goals up. I reckon it's a 3 or 4 goal breeze, as you said, Pete, from the outset. They've made life difficult. White looks like he's got an injured left arm, so he's just come from the ground. We'll keep an eye on that one. But 25-16, 9 points the difference. We played 30 minutes and 10 seconds into the opening term. Elimination final, loser. There is no tomorrow. Mad Monday will begin. As the umpire will come in and bounce again. Paul Lewis is back in the centre of the ground. He's up against Sean Fisher, who's also in there. He got up high. Ball comes down. Muschiari's been good. It's O'Hanlon, in fact. Ball goes up inside 50 again. Tap towards the boundary line there from Bo Hendry. Meehan, can he keep it in? He does. He's got Derbyshire inside. Potts just lands on him. Ball spills out. Lockie Pizzy, he wants the boundary line. And eventually it does go over. About 55 metres around from Edithvale Aspendale's goal. 25 plays 16.
Just a little bit of physicality off the ball we're noticing, Terry.
Yeah, there is. A fair bit of it, in fact, as the ball comes back in again. Good play there by Woodbridge. Meehan again's looked dangerous. Darcy Walk, if he can gather. Gave a little handball off. Gave it towards Tag. Put him under the hammer. There goes Tej. Just weaved his way out of traffic at half back. Kicks the ball up towards half forward. Big push came there. Comes out the back. Stevie Mannix, usually very, very cool under pressure. Ball was well smothered there from Strawn, but Mannix gets it again. Member side of the ground, goes up towards the wing position. Tej under it, couldn't take the mark. Ball spills to the front. Going in hard there was Lawford, gave it to O'Hanlon. Right, left, sweeping handball to Mavericks. Got a bit of time in the centre of the ground. Goes inside 50 now. The back of the pack, couldn't take the mark. Ball comes down again. Tag, handball off to Derbyshire has been a problem. Meehan, right foot kick around the corner up towards Garth. Under it is Edwards. Took a terrific mark.
Jeez, he put his body on the line there, wasn't he?
Have to take that mark with Gerald Garth coming streaming home. He kicks the ball out wide. That was centimetre perfect. Ball comes down there towards Adam Malin. Goes inside. There he is. Billy Jean Bazine again grabs hold of the footy. Sweeping handball. Gave it to Potts. Put him under pressure. Potts pretty cool in this situation. And the siren goes, as you can hear, we're sitting right beside it. It'll deafen you this afternoon. And after 32 minutes and 16 seconds, it's quarter time and Edithvale Aspendale lead. 4-1-25, Pines 2-4-16. We'll go to a break and we'll be back with the quarter time wrap. You're listening to RWP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Thanks, man.
Found himself on his backside on 2 occasions. We haven't seen the incident, but both times Woodbridge has been laying on his back and Holcroft's been standing over the top of him just laughing. So we're ready to start playing this second quarter. Elimination final, as we said. Blues up, finishes their season this afternoon at the final siren. The winner, of course, will play against Mornington next week as the umpire holds the ball off to restart play in the second quarter. Comes in now to be Lewis in the ruck up against James Watterson. Lewis just did it nicely. There's a free kick as a shepherd.
Yep.
And it's going to go to Watterson. So Lewis really doesn't need to get involved in that sort of stuff because he's going to beat him, as Pete Marshall said, with the height. So
Dumb free kick.
gives a handball off there. It wasn't a great handball. Put Clark under all sorts of pressure. He gets it back. Watterson, though. Little handball out. Doesn't go to anyone. Trent Potts ends up with Tej, who kicks the ball to the outer side of the ground. And the ball goes over the line out of bounds. So I've just got to get my head around the whole outer side member side, given the fact that we're on the opposite side that we have been for the last 25 years, Michael Voss. As the ball comes back into play, it is on the member side, so the club Williams side here at Frankston Park, spinning back into play. Good play there by Lewis, knocked it down, comes towards Gray, gets onto the right foot, kicks it inside. Where's Henry? Couldn't take the mark. Brad Tag back of the pack, sweeping handball to Mannix, bit slow to get rid of it. Comes down there to McLean Wilson, handball goes out. There's Edwards. Good attack on the footy there from both sides. Eventually, the ball goes over the line out of bounds. About 53 metres around from the Pythons' goal at member side of the ground.
10 Pines make use of this wind. They are 9 points behind at the moment. Ball knocked down. A chance at centre half forward for them. Hand pass was a poor one. It ends up, I think that was Ray who got the ball forward towards half forward for Edithvale. One-on-one contest. The ball bounces back. A chance here for the ball to be knocked towards the line. Edithvale did well actually just to control the ball there in McMahon. The Pines defence were happy to see that ball go over the line and McMahon was quite content with that as well. So the ball will be thrown back into play right below us in the Brian Mace grandstand here this afternoon. And just a reminder, Sereno 4 goals in front at quarter time over at Red Hill in the Nepean first semi-final. Matty Clark tries to storm his way through, but he's tackled, can't get through, and the umpire says, I'm going to ball it up once again. First goal crucial this quarter. If Pines get it, obviously the rule on Edithvale's tails. If Edithvale get it, they've got a bit of a buffer against the wind. Ball over the line once again, right in front of where Paddy Swain is, and right below where we are in the Brian Mace grandstand.
So the ball ready to be brought back into play. Paul Lewis up against James Watterson. Outer wing. Up they go. Jesus, plenty of flight there on the ball. Lewis went to ground. Good play there by Wallason. He gets a handball out. Lewis, he grabbed possession of the footy while lying on his back. There wasn't a lot he could do as a result. And the umpire will come in and bounce. Wing position. Outer side of the ground, we've played 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 4-1-25 Edithvale. Pines 2-4-16. Quick kick went up there towards half forward. Mannix, that was Timmy. Comes down there towards Mailing. He got a handball out. Clark over the back. Dodges, weaves, then he just holds it up for a minute, kicks the ball inside. Terrible kick there. Lucks a fortune because Holcroft at the back of the pack just got it and blasted it forward. Strawn went for it, couldn't take the mark. Pretty good at ground level. And the ball eventually goes over the line out of bounds. Good pressure there from Lockie Foley.
Okay, so boundary umpire to throw the ball back into play. Right half forward here for Pines, going to the car straight into the ground, which is the wind advantage then in his second quarter. Gaganovich with that familiar left foot kick. Edwards!
Great mark.
Too strong. Well done, Aaron Edwards. 35 metres out, pretty much directly in front, and you'd think that Aaron Edwards, having played a bit of football here, would be able to go back and get the job done and put Pines' third goal on the board in his first of the afternoon.
Craig Ray did nothing wrong then. He was in possession. He was right on Aaron Edwards' tail. I've kept dropping the pen. But
I've got a news agency. I'll bring a whole box next week.
But Edwards just was too strong and just stood there and took the mark. He starts at left. He's waiting for the wind to bring it right, and it never did.
Didn't make the distance.
It didn't. So it's still in play. Mannix just taps the ball towards the boundary line. Gray's hot on his hammer. The umpire said the ball went out of bounds. Left forward pocket. Car straight in. Pines into attack.
Just didn't kick through the ball. That was sort of quite
He just tried to guide it, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's definitely been crook through the week. There was talk that he mightn't make it to today's game as Paul McLean-Wilson. He attacked the footy hard, went without it. Tedge is in there. Brad Taggs just trying to lock the ball in. Eventually the umpire is going to be forced to come in and throw the ball up. Right on the edge of the square, Pythons into attack. They trail by 9 points, 2-4-16 to 4-1-25.
Ball at the top of the goal square. Edithvale will just be looking to knock the ball towards the line, maybe get it over for a point if they can. Quick snap, touched off the boot. The umpire was right under that and said it was touched, and there's no complaints by the player, so obviously it must be a lot closer than what we are.
We got that one right, Fossey.
No, the goal umpire was right under it, Pete, so no problems there whatsoever. Long kick out towards the near pavilion side of the ground. Off the pack, a chance here for Edithvale. They're off to the races here. If they got about 4 numbers in the middle of the ground. Now they're just fiddling around with it. Now they get the ball through Woodbridge. He's got lost. There's no one forward for him. Ray, left foot, inside attacking 50. Derbyshire's got to go with Mariner. Ball on the ground. Darcy walks there. Pizzy threw that. He got tackled with his left hand and he threw that with the right. And the umpire has given a free kick. It's given to Darcy Walk, who will go back from the left forward pocket. He'll kick from about 40. But this is no mean effort to kick this. This is going to be very, very tough against the wind.
Yeah, it was well picked up by the umpire. It was a great tackle there by Darcy Walk. He just held that pin Pizzy's arm back. So he's kicking directly into the wind, so it'll hold up. But geez, that's a beautiful looking kick. That's a ripper there from Darcy Walk. He kicks his second goal for the afternoon. And that's number 5 for Edithvale. That's a nice break that they have now. They move to 5-1-31. Pines 2 goals, 5-17. That is on the Rye Hotel scoreboard.
That was an especially good kick by there, but he's very he's lightweight jockey in that. Good play, but
Half a season, Vossi, half a season at Stingrays. Really good player. Good well and carried by Edithvale up against the breeze. They go too, man. You called it early in the first quarter. Toey is young Toddy Woodbridge, isn't he? They're looking to give it off to him and run up against the breeze every time.
They are, and obviously Yates is a big fan of his. He's really improved his footy. He proved it tremendously under Troy Shannon. He's taken another step further this year under the guidance of Graham Yates.
Serena 8-3, Red Hill 2-5.
Yeah, it's a bit of danger zone there for Red Hill as the ball comes out there towards Potts. Right foot kick around the corner. Edwards again takes the mark. Just the one Juki stuck out on that occasion. This time I reckon he won't just pussyfoot around this one. He'll kick straight through it. He does. Starts at left. It stays out there. One out. Henry took the mark. Too strong. Left foot snapper ran goal from Parker. Through for another minor score. So
Looked like a mark from here,
It
didn't
did from here. The umpire in a much better position than us, though, Pete. You know that.
I'll ask him at half-time, Toey.
So it'll be Brad Tag to bring the ball back into play for the Eagles.
So Tag goes out towards half-back and going up and not taking the mark. There was Garth just struggling to get into the game a little bit at the moment, Gerald Garth. There's Maverick, a hand pass and a low kick against the wind. A good mark taken by Derbyshire. He's got a loose man out. He's got man. Doesn't want to go to him, Jordan Derbyshire. The man that always wears the, never fails to service with those bright-coloured boots, Jordan Derbyshire. He goes long towards half-forward. And the ball goes over the line for a boundary throw. By the way, Terry, is Michael Dillon playing for Red Hill today?
Good question. Don't know. He was very sore yesterday still. I doubt very much that he'll be playing today.
Ball to be thrown back into play.
Paul Lewis up against the young fella in James Watterson again. Wing position, outer side of the ground. Ball comes in. Paul Lewis just saw his opponent out of the way then. Ball spills to the front. Attacking it there was Parker. He's got a running Sean White through the middle of the ground for the Pythons. Lovely kick out there towards Hendry. Couldn't take the mark. He's the first to recover at ground level though. He wants to snap it around on the right foot. There was a big hoik, but it was an inaccurate hoik. And the ball goes over the line out of bounds on the full. Right forward pocket for the Pythons, squandering some opportunities at the moment.
He had more time than he thought then, Tony. He really could have steadied, and you can't just kick the bejesus out of the ball, and you've got to keep it low, because once it gets up in that stratosphere, it could just end up anywhere.
And it did. It ended out of bounds on the full and on Carr Street. As Craig Ray ready to bring the ball back into play, does so now, goes to the outer side of the ground. Pack fly Meehan got into the back of his opponent. Umpire said nothing much in that. Ball at the full. Plenty of numbers around it. It's at half back. And the umpire will come in and bounce again. Half forward for the Pythons. They trail by 13 points.
Edithvale have done really, really well against this win. They've kicked a goal and Pines haven't kicked any in this second quarter. Ball at right half forward still here for Pines, but locked up near the boundary line. The umpire happy to ball the ball up, and Edithvale just happy to just eke away at the clock and have a nice cushion at half-time the way they're going at the moment. They've done this quite well. Ball knocked towards the line. That's over. Jordan Derbyshire seeing that one over for another boundary throw-in. 5-1-31 Edithvale. Pines 2-6-18. There's no tomorrow for the loser. The winner plays next Sunday here against Mornington. Next Saturday, YCW Mount Eliza in the second semi-final at Frankston Park. Paul Lewis gets the ball down. And seeing the ball over there was Miller for Edithvale Aspendale, who just gets the complimentary high five from his teammate there in Derbyshire. As once again, seconds just eating away. Getting up towards halfway through this second quarter as the ball is knocked down by Lewis. He's done well in the head out so far. A quick kick towards full forward. A 2-on-2 contest. The ball's knocked away. A chance for Tag. He's 15 metres in the clear. He can go with a kick towards centre wing. It's going to be picked up though by Gaganovich. Or it will be picked, or should be picked up. It is. He got tackled. He let it bounce just a little bit more than what he should have. Now a quick kick towards the centre of the ground. The mark has been taken. There on that occasion by Daniel it was. Plays on towards half forward. They're trying to get something happening here, Pines, but Woodbridge just takes the hit. They might have got a free kick for him in the back. The umpire said no. The umpire says holding the ball. The umpire says I'll have the ball at half forward here for Pines, who trail in the elimination final by 13 points.
So the umpire throws the ball back up again. There's a free kick. The umpire's found one. It's going there to Edithvale Aspendale. It's going to go to Toddy Woodbridge for being held into the contest. So he might have a tag, Woodbridge, but he's one of Edithvale's best players in the opening half. He kicks the ball out wide. Wasn't a great kick, though. You give a bloke a rap.
Yeah.
And went over the head of Mullins, taken there by Bo Hendry. The kick captain could play Woodbridge again. He's just everywhere at the moment. He's giving Holcroft a bath. Comes towards Barbashaw. Billy Jean Bazine. He goes in hard. He couldn't get it. Ball's on the wing position outer side of the ground, and the umpire says, give it back to me. Woodbridge and Holcroft just having a good old joke with each other out there. I think Toddy's just saying, did you like that? You like the volley? You like the overhead smash? Because I'm giving you a bit of a hiding at the moment as the ball comes down towards Brett O'Hanlon. He hasn't seen much of it in the opening half.
No.
Comes out there towards Gray versus Clark. Clark kept his feet. Great play, Paul McLean-Wilson. Quick kick came there from Brenton Cow towards the right forward pocket. Looking there for Aaron Edwards. It wasn't a great kick though. It was rushed. And the ball went over the line and out of bounds. Right forward pocket for the Pythons. They trail by 13.
I just can't afford the panic here, Peter.
No, you're right, Fossey, because both sides are butchering the ball, aren't they? but got a bit more time than they think they've got. As
Perceived
back in.
finals pressure peak, Mark.
Yes.
Ball thrown back into play. Pines just need a goal, just need something just to steady themselves down, because at the moment we've played 13 minutes and they haven't scored a goal, and there's only been one in this quarter, which went to Darcy Walker of Edithvale, which was his second on that occasion. Ball thrown up by the umpire about 25 metres out from the Pines goal. Mannix of the Steve variety. The ball kicked off the ground. It was Parker, was it? It's through for a point nevertheless. So Pines up to 2-7-19. Edithvale are at 5-1-31, and well, Edithvale just continued to do very well against this win, Tally.
Yeah, they are doing well. The kick-in was nice too. Finds O'Hanlon, who takes the mark. Inside defensive 50, a long way from home. Goes to the members' side of the ground, kicks it out wide. It was a nice kick there towards Fisher. The umpire said it wasn't nice enough. It's gone out of bounds on the full. So Aaron Edwards gets the kick, goes inside, finds Luke Potts. He's got the ball at half forward, 150-metre penalty. Sets sail from 50. It's going over the back. McLean Wilson dropped what he should have taken. And the ball goes over the line and through for a minor score. So bounced clean off his chest. Paul McLean Wilson, the former Dramana player, of course, had a few years off with neck injuries, and he finds himself playing footy again as the Dales bring the ball back into play.
So kick comes out towards right back pocket, and Edithvale just working the ball around, possession football. Simple plan, but it's working well for them at the moment. Short pass to Steve Mannix, just outside the defensive 50 when he took that one. So the time is eating away for Pines here in this second quarter, 14 and a half minutes, no goals for Pines. A kick by Mannix towards the centre wing. Garth's got it, a hand pass, and now quick kick forward towards a 1-on-2 contest, and the only hope there for Edithvale is Mann. He needs to get the ball towards the line, and he does, and I think Edithvale would be happy with that. McMahon was outnumbered, ball right in front of where the small scoreboard is on the other side. 5-1-31 Edithvale, Pines 2 goals, 8-20. Right Hotel scoreboard is the ball to be thrown back into play, and that boundary umpire's had a lot of work so far. Ball thrown back in, Lewis and Garth in the ruck. Quick hand pass and a knock forward. It's taken there for Pines, but it was not a good hand pass. Derbyshire, a good tackle just to keep the ball inside the attacking 50 on his opponent there in Corey Ash, and the umpire says, I'm going to ball it up.
So inside attacking 50 for the Eagles. They've kicked the only goal in this quarter. It was a kick off the ground. It's going to go to Tommy Turner. He gave the ball off immediately. Goes inside O'Hanlon. Taylor's got to go. Strawn didn't take the mark. Ball spills to the front. Woodbridge went in hard. There's Strawn again. Butted up. Went in hard. There was Cow. And the umpire will come in and throw the ball up. So the Eagles' attack on the footy just seems to be a little bit sharper at the moment. Getting lower, trying to attack the footy. Jared Garth trying to lift his team. Ball spills out. There's O'Hanlon. He gets thrown to the ground. Muschiari, left foot. Thought about kicking it. Went for some candy. And as a result of that, he just coughed it up and the ball spilled out of his arms over the line out of bounds. Left forward pocket for the Eagles.
Boundary umpire throws the ball back into play. Edithvale can kick one here. Boy, that might knock a little bit of stuffing out of Pines towards half-time, considering Pines haven't been able to get one against this wind. Caleb Gray was tackled. The umpire says, I'm going to ball up 35, 40 metres out from the Edithvale goal, who are going to the Nepean High Rail Beach end of the ground in this second quarter. Pushing up towards 17 minutes in this second quarter. Edithvale doing fantastic, leading by 11 points.
In the back.
Free kick, and it's holding the man. It's a free kick to Edithvale.
What was that one, Pete?
Pushing the back, was held off the ball and then ended up just riding him into the ground, and against Mariner. Gives off the ball to Tag as a flying shot for goal from 40 out. I think he's missed a lot out in the full, and there was an opportunity there for Edithvale.
Actually go holding the man, the umpire did then.
Yep.
So
it was a wasted opportunity there for Brad Tag. He had they just gave the handball off to a player under pressure. Corey Ash has got the footy now for Pines. He comes to the outer side of the ground. Pack fly, nobody took the mark. Guy Hendry, long way from home, needs to be forward. Comes out there towards Mannix. He gives it to his brother there in Timmy, who's got it now. Left foot kick inside 50. Where's me? And up he goes. One grab, couldn't grab the second. Great play there by Clark at the fall of the ball. Goes out wide. Lovely kick. Walk. Punched away from him. Came from Jeremy Daniel. Out towards defensive 50. Trent Potts grabs the footy now on the member side of the ground. Kicks it up the line. 2-on-1 situation. Edithvale always in the van. And going back and taking a nice mark is Muschiali, who's got the ball on the outer wing. Plays on immediately. Kicks the ball up towards the 50-metre line again, but going back and taking the mark there is Mariner. So Mariner's got the ball, defensive 50 for the Pythons. They're finding it difficult to get the ball forward of centre in this second quarter. He unloads with a left foot bomb, goes long towards Edwards. He's been quiet for his own standards. O'Hanlon now, right foot snap around the corner, goes up towards the 50-metre line. There's Woodbridge again, gives it to Timmy Mannix. Can he get free? He's got a player inside, it's Watterson. He gave a handball out, good play there by Pizzi. Kicks it out wide to White. What can he do? He's got some support, goes to Gray. Gray back to White, kicks the ball in the centre of the ground, not a great kick, dropped the mark there. That was Campbell, comes out there towards Guy Hendry, up towards Edwards. He's got the ball at half forward, needs some support, gets it in. Kaganovich kicks the ball inside 50, one out. Tej takes the mark, about 25 metres out directly in front.
Boy, do I need this.
Great build up there for the Pythons. They once they got clean ball through the middle of the ground, Pete, they look good.
Yeah, look, their back half working really hard. They got numbers back there, and Edithvale looked really threatening, but weren't able to score. And now Tej finds himself no more than 30 out on a slight angle, and can bring the score back to less than a goal if he puts this through.
So he's one of two goals. Oh, jeez, he's stuck the ground. The ball comes down to Guy Hendry! Comedy of errors, but geez, a little bit of brilliance there from Henry at the end.
Set play.
He stubbed the ground, Teji. It rolled towards Henry. He grabbed it on the point of the square and kicked it bang over his head. And it's back to 5 points the difference. 3 goals, 8, 26 points. Edithvale 5, 1, 31. Rye Hotel scoreboard.
I was about to say before Tej had that shot, that's basically where Aaron Edwards had his shot earlier in the quarter and didn't make the distance. And Tej, what a horrible kick. But later on, if Pines happen to win, I'm sure they'll be calling set play, Pete.
Oh, they must rehearse that. It was bizarre, but it was very effective as the ball goes down.
As Clark grabs the ball in the centre for Edithvale, kicks the ball towards half-back. Ash went with a big fist, comes down towards Bo Hendry. Gets right, gets left. He's got something he likes out wide. He finds Harley Parker. He wants his left. Goes into the centre of the ground. White's got to take the mark. He's got some outriders. Held up nicely there by Maverick. Kicks the ball inside 50 now. Needs a mark. Going back with a fly to the ball. God, he's good, this player. Stevie Mannix, one of my favourites as he kicks the ball towards the outer side of the ground. Second time this afternoon I've given somebody a rap and they've coughed it up and the ball goes over the line out of bounds. 50 metres around from the Pythons goal.
Oh, he'd be disappointed there, Stevie Mannix. Really gutsy mark and just coughed it up.
In the first semi-final, it's 8-3 Sorrento, 3-8 Red Hill, 21 minutes in the second quarter. Pines with the opportunity perhaps to maybe sneak in front just before half-time after that goal by Guy Hendry just before. About 30 metres out from their goal, the umpire says, I'm going to ball it up. Pines 3-8-26, Edithvale 5-1-31. So it just sounds like with that game at tied that obviously Sorrento, good kicking, good football, and they have a 4-goal lead and probably will have the win in the third quarter. Here's an opportunity now for Edithvale to clear it was through Lawford, and now kick over the top. Ends up with O'Hanlon at right half-back on the far side of the ground. Brett O'Hanlon, who, as Tully and Pete have touched on, has sort of struggled a little bit so far, but he's such a long kick and he's so good he can just get into it just with 10 minutes of football. That ball is knocked away and over the line. Right now we'll be broadcasting in about 3 weeks' time, Tully.
Yeah, hopefully. That's if they go through this whole grand plan of grand opening and the mayor gets there and every man shakes each other's hands, pats each other on the back.
And the ribbons cut.
Oh yeah, the ribbons cut. There's a fair bit going on off the ball. Paul Toddy Woodbridge, he's going to know he's played a game of football this afternoon as Caleb Gray goes in hard. They dive on top of him. The umpire will come in and throw the ball up. Members side of the ground. Plenty of Edithvale supporters over on the members side. Mostly Pines on the Brian Mace side of the ground. Up they go. Good play there by Strawn. Only as far as Lawford. Wow. Probably should have been pinged for holding the ball. The umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt. Brett O'Hanlon's starting to get his hands on the footy now. Goes up towards Meehan. Foot races on. There's Woodbridge again. Tap the ball in. Meehan to Garth. Garth goes bang. And the Eagles kick number 6. 6-1-37 to 3 goals, 8-26. Terrific work again there by Woodbridge. And the umpire, what's the umpire signalling there? Nothing. I think he was just
getting in amongst them, just telling all the down. Look, it's not a pretty game, but both sides are pushing hard. They're scunging and they're just grabbing their opportunities. Look, it's difficult with the boys, but it's a good contest, isn't it?
That's a ripper contest, and the Eagles just doing it very, very nicely at the moment. I might just hang on to that pin. I've lost it 3 times. I don't want to lose it 4. So,
any colder up here?
Sorry?
Could it get any colder up here?
It's freezing. I'm just not doing this again up here. It's unbelievably cold. So we're back in the centre of the ground. Edithvale doing it nicely at the moment. Big punch there came from Strawn. Harley Parker, what can he do? Just jams it on the boot. Kicks it inside 50. Ball was always going to go over someone's head. Good play there by Tej just to keep the ball in front. Comes to Potts. You're liking from here, Potts. Starts it right. Didn't drift back. Ball stays in. Tej, going to kick the goal. No. Killed over there by Farley. And another opportunity goes begging there as Campbell brings the ball in. Wasn't a great kick. Good work by Stevie Mannix though. Just to hold it up and takes the mark. Defensive 50 out of sight of the ground.
Sorrento by 20 points at half-time in the first semi-final against Red Hill. As the ball comes down the broadcast line and the mark has been taken there. Good mark at the back taken by Jared Garth and just gives...
Just headbutted him too then.
Just gives one the chest just to let him know he was around.
Just unnecessary stuff. Been playing 24 minutes.
Long kick by Garth, who kicked the last goal for Edithvale. Good kick for distance towards half forward. Players dive in. The umpire's going to have to call for a ball up now. He does. Edithvale 6-1, 37 points, 3-9, 27. We're 24 minutes into the second quarter. A goal either way crucial. If Edithvale get one, they'll have a 3-goal buffer. If Pines get one, we're back basically on a level playing field heading in towards the second half. The umpire is going to throw the ball back into play on this occasion. So next 5 minutes, absolutely crucial, boys.
Still a bit happening off the ball as the umpire bring the ball back into play. Half forward for the Eagles. They lead by 10 points, 37-27. Pines with 12 scoring shots. Edithvale with 7. Ball hits the deck. Woodbridge, looks like he's got a new opponent there in Ash. He gets one around the chop. So he's copping it today, Woodbridge. It was a good decision. So he plays on, kicks the ball inside 50. Meehan, he's one out, couldn't take the mark. Darcy walked for the ball. He couldn't get it either. Timmy Mannix, what can he do? Lays on the ground, gets his left foot to it somehow. Trying to crash his way through. There is O'Hanlon. They bring him to ground eventually. The umpire with no choice but to restart play about 40 metres out from the Dales goal. Kicking towards the bay end here at Frankston's Car Street in the second quarter. Up they go. Ball kicked along the ground there by Mannix. He was held on to. Umpire said nothing in it. Cow sees the ball towards the boundary line. Eventually it goes over. Left forward pocket. For the Eagles, they lead by 10.
Timmy Mannix just letting the umpire know he was held, but of course we could see it, but unfortunately the umpire couldn't, and then sometimes that happens and you don't want them guessing in a final.
25 minutes gone.
Oh.
Jared Garth should have given away a free kick. The umpire said no. Going in pretty hard at the ball again, both teams, and the umpire will come in and throw the ball up. So Pines have been able to work it 10 metres closer towards their goal, but they're still in. Attacking 50, Edithvale. Good play there by Garth. He knocked it to the hot spot. There he allows Steve Miller to run onto it, have a shot at goal. Should have done better, no pressure. Missed it and kicked it through for a minor score, so they moved to 6-2. To 38 and to 3-9, 27.
So Pines just looking for one goal before half-time just to bring the margin back under single figures. Kick towards Parker. He was pushed in the back by Ray. And, yep, correct decision by the umpire. Harley Parker had a few early touches, just and did miss one off the ground early in this quarter.
He moved the ball quicker than this. We're 26 minutes gone into the second quarter. He's kicking with a gale.
Not many goals scored either, which is going to make a difference. Well, there's a chance for Trent Potts. Crumbs the ball, runs to 40 on the left foot. It's a poor kick. They need a mark to Tej. They've got one in the left pocket, but it's not going to be an easy kick, although Dale Tej did kick one from the pocket in the first quarter. He's going to run around here, you would think, and try and hook back a la Stevie Johnson style.
Much easier kicking from that side of the pocket with the breeze blowing down this end.
So
here he comes.
Dale Tej just takes one step and has the shot. I tell you what, he's done the job there, and it wasn't the most convincing kick off the beat. It took a while for the crowd to respond, but they did in the affirmative, and the margin is back to 5 points in the elimination final. Pines 4-9-33, Edithvale 6-2-38 in the Royal Hotel scoreboard.
Look, without stating the obvious, I really think Pines with the breeze and Edithvale in the first quarter needed to play that social club side of the stand. It's protected here at Frankston, just my days obviously umpiring with the Dolphins in the VFL. They probably played this side too much, Toey. Go that side, much easier shot on goal.
So certainly protected as the ball's back in the middle of the ground. Paul Lewis knocked it down. Gray it is. Left foot kick up towards the 50-metre line. Edwards with the 1-2 takes the mark. So we've noticed this afternoon that he has struggled to get the journey from 50. He's still got the breeze at his back, but he likes his opportunity from here. So we've played 28 minutes into the second quarter. He unloads from about 55. The ball's going to drop short. Plenty of holding on in the square. Bounces off a few noggins, I reckon. And the ball goes over the line and through for a minor score.
Definite Falcon. 4 points the margin.
4-10 Pines.
28 minutes gone. We've had a lot of boundary throw-ins and ball up, so the quarter, it could go 30.
Ball comes back into play, out towards the Brian May side of the ground. Meehan, 1 grab, 2, couldn't take the mark. There it is.
There we go.
There's the sign to mark half time, and after an hour of footy, it's Edithvale Aspendale, 6 goals, 2-38, leading Pines 4-10-34, 4 points the difference. That's on the Royal Hotel scoreboard. We'll go to a break and be back with a half time wrap. You're listening to RWP, the voice of Peninsula football.
JP.